My name is Daniel Angel Mejia. I'm one of the managing partners of Apex Development Group, a company led by my business partner Daniel Gonzalez and myself. Both bring roughly 25 years of combined experience to the table and have been in business since 2017 as Apex Development Group. Apex Infinity Fund looks to invest in multiple asset classes and providing investors with a secured alternative offering consistent and fixed returns. Our realized portfolio compiles somewhere around 170 units. As far as our current portfolio, we're talking about roughly $60 million in value, $15 million in equity as compiled in realized and current portfolio, or a total portfolio or track record. We're talking about roughly $80 million, and then 25 million of those being equity, and it takes us to roughly 500 units. So key highlights here are cash flow generation, stable income and appreciation, diversification, and then professional management. Specifically in each one of these strategies or asset classes that I've described, I'll go one by one just to make sure we can process and understand what we're talking about for each one of these strategies. So on the BTS side, which is again, single family built to sell. So these are home building, typical construction for the retail market. On the multifamily side, we mainly focus today on acquisitions of existing properties. On the BTR side, so going back to single family, this is a similar approach, just we're building for rent. And then on the hard money lending side, with our experience in fix and flip and ground up construction, we can have a lot of risk mitigation factors that allow us to be more aggressive with these types of borrowers. So Apex Infinity Fund offers flexibility and caters different investment goals, and I'll be specific in a minute. We've structured 3 different classes or investor classes depending on the amount invested, but starting with our Class A investor, those would be investors going in with more than $1 million, and what we're looking for here is offering a 9.5 fixed return annually. The second class would be the Class B investor, which is anyone investing from $100,000 to $1 million. Those investors would be receiving an 8% fixed return. And then the Class C investors who start at 25K up to 100. And I think this is a really interesting component that we managed to add to this structure, where we're lowering our minimum investment amount. Return in these cases would be 7% yearly. On top of this, we've managed to structure some options. You have the option of going what we call total growth, which means with no distribution. That means all of your returns or profits would be reinvested in the fund, and then you would have a higher compounding effect. Or you can choose what we call growth and income, which means 50% of your returns would be distributed as dividend, so to speak, and the other 50% would be left in the fund to reinvest and have that compounding effect. We like to highlight a couple of key investment drivers that I think make a good part of what Apex Infinity is. So on one side, we have low minimum investments, flexibility, consistency, and low risk. And then on the other side, we have the power of compounding. So the longer the investment stays, there's a lot more benefit of compounding, which compiles in time and brings a higher annual yield. I'll quickly run through a brief summary and the key terms of Apex Infinity Fund. We will be structured as a Regulation D Rule 506C. This is technical words, meaning this will be available for accredited investors. It's an open-ended fund, which means there's no time frame. It'll be pretty much perpetual. As far as reporting, as I mentioned, we'll do that quarterly. Minimum investment of $25,000 and $5,000 subsequent. There's no fees whatsoever. No acquisition fee, disposition fee, or any other fees that you usually see in other funds. We don't have any of that. Lockup period, only 18 months. After 18 months, you can do whatever you want with your funds, just with a 6-month notice. As far as distributions and compounding is bi-yearly. Happy to further discuss later on. We will be sharing more information in our website. Feel free to visit us at apexinfinityfund.us or at apexinvestments.us, and also reach out to me directly to my email or Manuela Rebolledo, who leads our investor services team. That's her email there. Feel free to check us out. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.